Good morning.
Good morning.
Our Sunday school lesson is going to be from Isaiah chapter 47, verse 10 through 15. Is our devotional reading. With that, I read the first verse, class read the next verse, and so on. And when we get to the 15th verse, we'll read that together. And Isaiah 47, starting at verse 10, and I am reading. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Class.
Therefore shall people become upon thee, that thou shalt not go right, and his sheep shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Class.
Thou art weary in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly procrastinators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Behold, they shall be as a stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver them from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it. All. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast labored, even thou merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter. None shall save thee. All right. Our Sunday school lesson is entitled God Foretells Destruction. God foretells destruction. Y'all, we know that right now, in our day, in our time that we in right now, as of now, there is a lot of destruction taking place. It's so ironic that I just said I'll teach the Sunday school class this morning, because I was on the phone with someone whom is supposed to be an elder of the ministry. And I was speaking to that individual, saying what God had told me, and yet it's coming to pass. And it sounds like it be me as a person who are foretelling about destruction or speaking damnation. But I said to the individual this morning that I'm sorry that I'm not like all of these other quote-unquote prophets. When you don't put yourself in a prophet office and proclaim to be a prophet, God will make you his mouthpiece.
Amen.
He'll make you his prophet. And I somewhat am like the prophets of old, which are the true prophets. I can't speak a blessing in your life without letting you know about the wicked or the destruction that can come or that is coming, or that is a possibility of something bad happening. And yet, sometimes when you say to people, or to a person, what God tells you to say to them, it can hurt you when you tell them. Because when they walk off, they still have their own mind and they still going to do it their way. And that's what hurt the most, is when you are a true divine lover of God and you want people to hear what thus saith the Lord. And when they don't hear you, you walk off knowing that that person is going to do it their way, and despite whatever is said, rather it's said that God said it or not. And Isaiah is dealing with this in his time. He is dealing with people who are rebellious constantly. Constantly. These are not people that just rebel only in the summer, or they start to rebel in the spring. These people are rebelling against God on a constant day-to-day basis. They wake up to sin. They lay down in sin. They get up with sin. They go out and they gather and take from others because of their sins. In other words, that wickedness that's in them. They trust in their own wickedness. And it's one thing when Isaiah wrote it, but he couldn't say, for the word of the Lord come to Isaiah, saying. No, this letter that Isaiah put out now is saying God is doing all of the talking. There's one thing when it's, if I come to you in the name of God and say the word of the Lord according to Apostle Derek Bolden, or the word of the Lord according to Derek, or what I say the Lord had given me to say. It's different when I come to you and give you a letter, and it's not me who wrote it per se. It's God who spoke it. He just used my hand, which was a pen, a ready writer. He's not using my mouth as a pen, a ready writer, but he's using my hand as a pen. Saying to me, write these things and speak not a word. Write to them, for thus saith the Lord. Not the word of the Lord came unto Isaiah, but this time, thus saith the Lord. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, nobody seen me. I can do what I want to do and nobody's seen me. It's nighttime. I'm a preacher. I'm going to the strip club. My wife on a conference tour, a women's retreat. Nobody can see me. I'm going to go in, put my hat low. I'm going to do my best not to walk like I'm a preacher. You know, because some preachers walk like preachers. And I just need to see a little something shaking right about now, because ain't nothing shaking in my house. And nobody see me. We got that going on right now in these days and times. I'm going to get up and go to the liquor store. And I'm going to get me something to drink. And I'm going to go to the fishing bank. I got my tackle box with my hooks, my jig worms. I got some night crawlers. Got me a couple of earthworms, a couple of crawfish tails. I'm planning on doing me some fishing. But I got my whiskey and my drink in my tackle box too. Yeah. And I'm going to tell my family, I'll be back. I'm going fishing. But I'm really on the bank drinking. And watch this. The wickedness that's in my heart lead me to see someone else down there fishing. And they just look at me and say, you look like a man of God. And the wickedness in my heart and frustration of what I'm going through just got me to where I want to say something to them, and we have a conversation, and let's say conversation go left. Well, once the conversation go left, if I get out of control and I harm that man and I killed that man, and it's cool, it's in the late of the evening now, what do you think gonna come to my mind? If we on a fishing bank and I done killed this man out of my anger and frustration, and because we had a conversation about something that went left, what you think I'm gonna do? You think I'm gonna leave him on the bank to dry out and stink? Or do you think I'm gonna look for some weight, tree branches, take that fishing line and wrap it around his neck, make it look like he tripped and fell into the water, got caught up in the sticks, tangled up, and the fishing line strangled him? I'm gonna make it look like it was an accident. But I saw it on the news when they found the body floating on top of the water, halfway decomposed because fishes and turtles and gulls and snakes and alligators and the ate upon some. So he's unrecognizable. But the DNA from the coroner's office is going to tell who the man is. We have identified the body. Y'all stay with me here. We identified the body. But just because I saw it on the news and nobody saw me do it, I got away. Well, Isaiah is giving them something that God simply said. You say nobody saw you, but the eyes of the Lord run to and fro, up and down the earth. He see the good and he see the bad. He beholds the good as well as the evil. The young man who caught a body, who mama is in the church, but mama just happened to have herself some protection at the house. It ain't even his gun. It's his mama gun. But he caught a body out there. You know, that's the new word. I caught me a body. And he go and put the gun back, wipe the prints off. Bullets is registered to the mama's name because he didn't think. The bullets registered to the gun registered to the woman, to the mother. He feel because of the fact that he got a body and put the gun back. Well, son, you got the body, but your mama caught the charge. Now she got to prove that she innocent. She got to prove she didn't wipe her prints off that gun. She have to prove that she didn't move that gun. And when they take that gun and give that gun over to the evidence department and they run it and put that Q-tip through that fire chamber, and all they see is that residue, they're going to take that to the forensics. That's going to the lab. Y'all stay with me here. And when that goes to the lab, they're going to tell you how long it's been since that gun been fired. You better hear me what I got to say up here now. And you're going to be in jail, and your son ain't coming forward, but he say, nobody saw me. This is real, y'all. God is foretelling about the destruction, but nobody listening to God. We just want God's blessing. We don't want God's chastisement. We don't want God to whoop us. We just want him to bless us. No, Lord, if I'm out of order, you whoop my butt. Because he's not piling up blessings on people who are in the spirit and walking in constant disobedience. He's pouring out destruction. Pouring it out. And this is what he says. wisdom, my knowledge, your knowledge, our knowledge that we got, it have perverted us. It have messed us up. All the wisdom and knowledge you got, you still perverted. Perverted don't mean that you'll go and touch a little girl or touch a little boy. That ain't the type of perversion he's talking about. What he's talking about perverted means you are still contaminated with your own way of doing things. You still think that you are doing what's right. Sunday school class, we can't be perverted in our own way with our own knowledge. Our leaders in the political realm are perverted enough. Our political leaders are more perverted than our communism people. People who are perverted in their own ways, they're going to tell you anything. Let's talk about this for a minute. The mayor comes forward after you have never seen a mayor and walk up and down your street giving you a ballot, telling you to give them your vote, him or her. They want your vote. But I have never seen you walk these streets and holler peace or decrease violence. I have never saw you until voting time. District council, I'm going to talk about it today. City councilmen, your district attorneys, they all are perverted. For the love of money have become the root to all of their evil. Your city councilmen and your district leaders are not going to put anything back into your community when it's known as the ghetto. They want to see houses and lands torn down and taken for city property. So when you do try to come and acquire a piece of property, the city will charge you. Guess who gets the tax write-off? The city. But guess who gets the increase of that city commission? Your district and city councilmen. And you'll never see them in the community after you vote for them. You couldn't go to Government Plaza and even have a decent conversation and talk to them. And they are perverted. They have perverted the law. Crooked cops. It's been going on since the beginning of times. Right now, watch this. This is how you know it's so true. Even now in our day and time, we got some people who go and be cops just so they can keep their family in the loop of what's getting ready to happen if the cops is coming through. Oh yes. It's easy to go and be a probation officer. But I'm not going to arrest none of my folks. I'm going to give them the drop. I'm going to drop the dime and let them know, look, you need to move around. They're getting ready to come through and raid your place. You need to get up out of there. You got more cops right now all over the world who are owners of trap houses and got youngsters trapping in the trap. Man, don't make me talk about this today. And they say, don't nobody see me, but God say, I see you. You as an officer don't get paid enough to serve and protect. So you take the very dope you take from the big dope man and go give it to the little dope man. And you yourself become the drug lord. Do you hear what I'm saying today? And when you decide to say, I'm not selling or I'm not getting down dirty no more, I'm getting ready to straighten up and walk clean, then they go and put it all on you in the name of a warrant that comes from a judge. Crooked cops. And yet it's in the book. It's in the book. They got wisdom and knowledge, but it's perverted. It's not to help nobody and to better people. Do you hear what I'm saying? The wisdom and knowledge that they have is not to better people. God say in Isaiah 47 and verse 10, Thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I am. Ain't nobody like me. Ain't nobody touching me. But we better wake up. Because we got one that can touch us. We got one that can not only touch us, but they can take every breath out of our body at any given time. Our young people are dying. And yet they think they untouchable. I'm sorry, 50 Cent lied to him when he walked around with a turquoise vest on. Now he walking around with regular clothes on because he ain't got them kind of enemies no more. He done grew up some. But look at our young people who have followed behind the young early 50. 50 ain't 50 no more. He thousands now. 50 billions now. Rick Ross played the game of a thug. But look at Rick Ross now. With his big mansion. Look at him now. They fool him. But one thing I kind of realized that haven't changed is the real true people of God. The real true people of God are those who can go through adversity and not got to give up and give in and still say God good. The real true people of God are the ones who don't have all of the money. It's tight on you, but it's still good in your life because your bills are still paid. You got food still in your icebox, and you still sitting there saying God is still good. The ones who are not trying to say, I'm trying to build a mega church. No, I want to build a mega mind person to do what God told them to do and be what you need to be. Building a mega church don't mean everybody come up in here and we pack it out and got over 100-some thousand followers in the church. And then I don't know none of y'all names, I only know 40 of y'all, and that's because you on the staff. I'm sorry, don't go like that. God said, therefore shall evil come upon thee. The reason why evil come upon us is because we walk in our own way. We do what we want to do. I've never seen it so much where people who never wanted the church to pray for them and was quick to post posts on all kinds of sites about the church is now begging the church to pray for them. I need y'all to send up your prayers. Send up your prayers. My son dead. My child died. This going on. That going on. When will you learn before it go on, get a grip of life and get a grip of your children? That way the church don't have to be looking like we're responsible because you dogged us. You kicked dirt on us. You buried us. Remember, you said we hypocrites. But you sure need a hypocrite to send a prayer for you. I don't understand this. I don't understand this. Why do we got to wait till destruction befalls us? Folks call me arrogant. No, I'm just confident in my God. I'm very confident in him. That if I spend my time crying loud and sparing not, don't run over here looking for some sparing when it's your time to cry loud. Do what I had to do when I cried out. Get on your knees and pray. What's wrong with your faith? You gonna have a little talk with Jesus. You gonna have a talk with Yahshua. You gonna have a talk with Jehovah. You gonna have a talk with Yah. You gonna have a talk with the Messiah. You gonna, whatever you call him, you gonna have a talk with him. And go back and just repent and say, Father, forgive me, but I need to talk to you. It's heavy on me. Mothers, you don't know how to cover your young kids? I'm talking about the ones that are in your house. They can't leave your house. But the ones that are at the age of accountability, you can't govern them when they want to be how they want to be. You're going to hurt yourself trying to keep them under control. You're going to hurt yourself weighing them on your heart. Take them off your lap. You can't whoop them no more. They at the age of accountability. All you can do is trust the good and the bad. We ain't innocent people now. Let's talk. Our children have saw our good, have been with us and experienced in our past of our bad. But look at us. We done turned a new leaf now. And we getting older and we saying, I can't do what I used to do. I got to make a difference in my life. I'm changing. Come on, baby, change. And all of a sudden, baby don't want to change now. Baby can't change because baby got to walk in what you leaving behind. Your last impression become her first impression of life. Or his first impression. But don't give up. Don't give up on your children. When they come around, you still let them see that you changed. If they're using profanity, tell them, baby, don't use that around me. Mama, you used to cuss around me? Yeah, that's when I didn't know no better. But now I know some better. Daddy, you used to act like this? That's when I ain't know no better. But now I got my mind right. Life done humbled me. But baby, I'm asking you to come on and get humble before life had to humble you. Because there's a difference in the humble that we had to get humbled by in life than what y'all get humbled by in life. We got humbled through the fact that somebody shot at somebody and we just happened to be there when they were shooting and didn't get hit. Baby, y'all get humbled because somebody shoot at somebody and y'all are the ones who get hit, and life is humbling you because you're rolling out here in a wheelchair. But guess what? Where your friends when your body is paralyzed? Where are your friends then? Where your social media followers then? And all the ones that sending up praying hands then when you got to go through therapy? The only one you got is God and your mama or your daddy. That's it. You don't have nobody else. So don't wait till tragic hits in order to become humble. You hear what I'm saying? I feel like crying up here. Don't wait till life circumstances get the best of you. A mother should not want to change because she went to the doctor and got that news that she got AIDS and HIV and genital warts. That should make you want to change. You should want to change before you get it. You've been to enough clinics. You had enough tests. A man should want to change because he got shot in his head and he could have been a vegetable. But his mama, and watch this, sometimes it be the one that he least expect, the one that's been holding it down, taking care of him, rocking with him, holding him down like Fortnite. Come on, talk to me, somebody. Being his Grand Theft Auto person, holding him down. And she been there and still there. When he come out of the coma, she's still there. Lost a little weight because she been stressing and praying. Come on, talk to me up in here. She been depressed and she been holding on still. She don't smell too good. That's because she been by your bedside day and night. Praying that God will keep you alive. Don't let him die, Lord. Forgive him of his sins. Forgive me of my sin. God, give him another chance. When the old mama walked in and said, we're going to have them to go and unplug the machine. She said, nah, I've been keeping his insurance policy paid. We ain't unplugging nothing. He ain't finna die like that. God ain't told me it's over with yet. God told me he got the final say. And she's still right there. And when he finally opened his eyes, he see the one he gave more hell to. He see the one he pushed away, but you couldn't push her away one too many times because your last push caused her to pull. Y'all ain't hear what I'm saying? What happens when you're pushing, but somebody is pulling? Baby, push me out your life. I'm pulling you into a new life. This is what we're dealing with. We got this going on. And yet people act like God can't see the evil coming up before his eye. Therefore shall evil come upon us. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises. Trail rides. When have something that was so full of fun, where children can even walk out there and play. Children can get on their little mule, on their mule bag. Children can ride horses. From when I grew up, the only people I saw ride horses was cowboys and Indians. But trail ride, somebody open up all of their acres and let you just party. Bring in your venues and bring your vendors in and let them set up, sell, tax-free. Government ain't got no say-so in the money you make. You let the horses out, got your music. Folks supposed to be having a good time. Trail rides supposed to be like carnivals. Because trail rides originally started with family folks just getting together, going down to the country and meeting up with other family folks. The city folks of the family went down there to the country and got a piece of the country life. Yeah, that's how it originally started. And it started out so innocent. Now we got somebody who, what happened to us? What told us that I'm going to a trail ride, but I need to get my SK? I need to get a 30 Glock with 60 shots. I need to get an extended clip. I need to get me a drum. I need to go get me a atomic gun and get me an extended drum and add me some more rounds up under here. What told you that you need to pack heat everywhere you go? Fear told you that. The devil told you that. I'm not going to say the rap music told you, because guess what? Some folks listen to rap, but guess what? They don't do what the songs say. When I came up, Bone Thugs and Harmony was my group. Eazy-E, NWA was my group. The real Snoop Dogg was my group. I say the real Snoop Dogg, he ain't real no more. He still banging West Side 60 Crip, but he smoked more weed and make it look legal, and everybody else smoking and getting pulled over going to jail. Snoop, you ain't real. You got folks thinking it's cool to smoke in public, and when they get caught, they go to jail, but you don't. Come on here. How real is that? Fake to me. That's fake. Because you in a state where it's legal, and you ain't told them, don't do it if it ain't legal. Now, that's real. But that music Bone used to talk about, playing with the Ouija board, I ain't gonna play with that crap. Dear Mr. Ouija, I wanted to keep you hear me. I ain't talking to him. My sister played with the board, and when I saw him move on his own, I ain't go back up. I left her and the board alone. And right there, they still don't fool with it, and she probably still got a board. No. I don't mess with witchcraft because it's in the book. I don't mess with sorcery. It's in the book. If it's going to cause me to do something that's perverted, I don't want to do that. So, that music don't always influence you to go do what you don't need to do. It's really what's already in you that's calling out, saying, hey, I want to do what I want to do. That flesh that's in you saying, I want to do what I want to do. And it's nothing you can tell me that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do. See, my mama used to tell me, don't smoke. But guess what, D? When my mama didn't see me, I was smoking. One day I got too high. You know what too high is? It's when you walking by yourself, but you just start geeking out. You laughing. And then you know you coming closer to the house, but it seems like you start getting real far. You cotton mouth and you trying to wipe and keep feeling like you got stuff inside of your mouth. And the house, you finally get there and you straight up at the porch, but you know you staggering. Mama in there. And she be in there playing her gospel music. So I be praying, Lord, don't let me go in there high. Long as she ain't even in that bathroom, I can get there and wash my face and put some Visine in my eyes. But marijuana know how to tell on you. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. Because soon as you get home, you've been waiting to get home so you can go to the freezer. And you can eat up all the cereals and drink up all that milk. Boy, I love me some King vitamins. They don't make them no more, you right. I wish they did. Boy, I add a lot of sugar. The bowl still got sugar in the bottom, baby. Powdered milk when we ran out We mixed it.
Yeah.
Call it sugar titty. Sweet milk. The best milk in the world. And left the can of goat milk sitting up there so mama can do her biscuits. But you go in there and you eat all kind of stuff that just don't look like it go together. Honey bun with ham on it and cheese. You know what I mean? But that's when weed was just regular. It's Reggie, Scooby, K2, synthetic, incense, all this stuff they smoking, Flocka. This stuff got big. Walking like Michael Jackson, still singing Thriller. And you think that it's normal. Mojo, Crystal Milk, they think it's normal. It's something in there talking to somebody. Medical field want to say that the brain is expressing all of its higher intellect. Man, you keep that foolishness. They know what they're producing now. Because what it is, they're trying to call the devil. Let's prove this. Let's prove this, that they're calling. Mischief shall fall thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off. And desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments. In other words, go stand with them folks who be mimicking things, murmuring things, chanting. That's why you got to watch out for yoga. I'm going to yoga class today. Yeah, you're going to go get it in spiritual impartation. Go on in yoga your way on through this. Just call it regular exercise. Because yoga deals with the mind, the body, and watch this, and the soul. Exercise only deals with the physical. You might be doing the same stretches, but something is stretching inside of you. They are calling out something and to enter into you. And when you walk out, I just feel different. I feel better. Then before you know it, stuff in your house started moving. You know you heard it. Hello? Anybody there? No, it's that demon done jumped out of you and it's in your house. They say, oh, I like that house. The demon say, ain't no God up in here no way, so. And he go, open the door, Brandon. Open the door, hurry up. Open the door. Hey, y'all, come on, I got a clean house over here. Man, bring yourself, come out. Close the door. And then all type of stuff in your life start going on. Your children who 7 years old turned 9 and now they acting like a shepherd for the devil. You trying to figure out where that behavior came from. So watch what the normal parent do. They go to the school with it. My child don't want to act like this, so they must be hanging around somebody. Who at your school you trying to act like? Because I don't play that in here. No. Mama, you, daddy, yo, you brought that in here.